I spent a lot of time working on this record. And the first record I kind of wrote, right through the country, I pretty much wrote by myself. This record I wanted to write with some different writers and see what else I could come up with and see where I could grow as a songwriter. And, I was lucky enough to do that. I know a lot of the writers, and a lot of them that had written a lot of big hits, but were kind enough to write with me and kind of like what I do. And so it was a little bit of a different twist for them to write something a little bit different than the way they normally do. The name of the album, Chicken and Biscuits, came from a song I wrote with Red Akins and Ben Hayslip. And shoot, those boys got 5 songs on the charts right now that they cut, that they wrote. So I went in there and I had some chicken and biscuits. I had it like in my hand. I brought it for us to eat. And Rhett said, well, let's write Chicken and Biscuits. And I was like, all right, I like that, but what does that mean? And then it took about 2 hours to figure out what Chicken and Biscuits meant, and what it meant was it's kind of just a love song about country girls. For me, it's kind of about my wife and the love of what country girls are. I mean, they're like super women, I mean, they can do everything around it. They can handle everything. They can cook anything, and they can handle the house. They can, they like to go out and have fun and have a party, but then on Sunday they're in church. I mean, it's just, it's just kind of a love song, kind of my way of doing a love song with a little bit of twist on it about my 2 favorite things, which is, my love of my wife and country girls and food. So it makes perfect sense for a fat guy to have a song called Chicken and Biscuits. I wanted to give them some stuff that that wasn't quite as polarizing or, frightened them so much. I mean, at the end of the day, really, I'm not doing anything that ain't been done before. If you listen to A Boy Named Sue, or Devil Went Down to Georgia, or even Toby Keith's I Want to Talk About Me, that's exactly what I do. Nobody's calling them country rapper, and I hate that term. I don't consider myself that. I'm not trying to create a new genre or do anything. I'm just making country music the way that I know how, and it's been nice that radio's given me a chance. That's why I consciously made a decision to make some songs that would make them feel a little more comfortable and a little bit more at ease, and hopefully give me a little more chance to be heard. I'm no different than anybody else. I want to be heard by as many people as I can. I'm just a regular guy, man. I think they appreciate that. I'm having fun. I guess it's that big teddy bear effect or something. I don't know. I think like my buddies like Aldine and Luke Bryan, they get jealous when I'm around because the girls, tend to gravitate towards me, and that bothers them, and I try to console them and tell them I'm sorry. I got just a great group of boys and girls in my band. I wanted to put together the best players I could possibly have. I feel like some artists lose a little bit of what they do from the record to the stage, and what I wanted to do was enhance what I did from the record to the stage. And I got the best possible players I could have, and just the best crew I could have. And we played 210 shows, I think, last year. And we'll probably play that many this year. We all like playing. We all like being up on the road. We realize that we're playing music. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Some people get a little, I don't know, they take themselves too serious for me. I mean, it's like, you're not some brain surgeon or something, man. You're playing music for a living. You're lucky. Put a smile on your face and let people know, how lucky you are. We cut a little over 32, 33 songs, which is very unusual in Nashville, but it's different, and that's pretty much what I do is different. So I'm going to give them second helpings. In August, I'll give you a second helpings of Chicken and Biscuits that come out. So almost 30 new songs for me this year. There's jokes and things going around. I mean, there's some stuff, ain't no telling what you'll see if you get backstage with us. Could be anything. Chicken and Biscuits. One of the things I worked really hard to do was to put together the best possible band I could put together, the best players, and then you got players, and then you got to put personalities and all that, because we got to live together. This is my family. They're part of my extended family on the road, and so I worked really hard to do that. My band leader is a guy named Jason Chance, who grew up in this business. His grandfather, Lightning Chance, is in the Country Music Hall of Fame. His dad played for Jimmy Buffett and wrote a song like Finn. So he's played with everybody. He was Gretchen Wilson's band leader. And so having somebody like that with all that experience, and I got a guy named Paul Chapman playing bass, who's been on the road literally playing for 18 years, is one of the just the nastiest, funkiest guys I've ever heard with a bass guitar, and you know, and has a whole different personality. I mean, his nickname is Creeper, and we call him that just not because he's weird, just because he's slow. Everything he does, when everybody else is done eating, he's still, you know, cutting his steak, and everything he does is like that. It's real methodical. And then we got the rock star Rick Brothers. I mean, Rick played for Gretchen in a lot of natural acts. I mean, he's got the cool hair and it's all highlighted, and he's got clothes that don't fit fat guys like me. And he's, you know, he's a real rock star. You know, he's got the tattoos and all that stuff. You know, we got a new guy that just became a part of my band, Troy Cluntz, who's playing steel guitar, and guy, he played for Brooks and Dunn for 13 years. You know, so he's pretty much ruined his career now that he started playing with me. He's done now. He's given up and left Brooks and Dunn. He's playing with Colt Ford. He's kind of gone to the bottom of the barrel. You know, I got one of the best fiddle players, and you know, maybe not in town, maybe anywhere. A girl from Kentucky named Suzanne Rohr, who's just fantastic. We call her the fiddle queen. You know, and I mean, just unbelievable tone and just the way she plays. There's lots of other fiddle players, but she just kind of has her own sound. The way it sounds. You know, Tyler Farr, who's playing acoustic and singing with me. Tyler is also an artist. He just got a deal with Sony. So it's been really fun. He's getting to be on the stage and see all my fans. When his record comes out on Sony, he's going to have all my fans because they're going to love him because they've seen him out there with me, and he's a real country singer and he's a real country boy. And then a little girl that's kind of, you know, she's like my little sister. I don't know if she's like my little sister, Lindsay Hager, that sings with me, that's been with me from the very beginning. You know, when it was nothing, you know, she just thought she'd give it a chance, and just unbelievable singer, and working on a record with her too. She's got a pop record coming out next year. It's a little more edgy, more pop, rock and roll, not as much country, but you know, I mean, I'm just really blessed to have those. My road manager, Jeff, and a new crew guy, Van Halen, and Zeus, who runs our sound. I mean, it's just a great family, that people that all get it. And that was the hardest thing for me to do, was I wanted to find people that I needed that, you know, because I'm different. You know, every night that we play music, unless there's some sort of crazy time restraint, I wanted everybody in my band takes a solo and plays a good minute or so solo, because that's important. I want the fans to realize, hey, these people are fantastic musicians, and they've worked their whole life to be able to stand up here on stage and play this instrument and really own and master this instrument. We play hard as we can. When the downbeat starts, it is hard as we can go till we get done, and I think people see that. You know, they see that we're having fun on the stage, and we all enjoy playing music with each other, and I think that adds to why people like coming to the shows. They know they're gonna see something, and you know, to be honest with you, I'd put this band up against anybody.